On behalf of CSIR IITR, I welcome you all to the 10th IITR Diamond-Jubilee Elocution Address Series lecture. I request Dr. K.C. Kulbe, Chief Scientist, CSIR IITR, to usher our chief guest, Dr. K.S. Rao, Subject Matter Expert, Safety Assessment, Eurofins Edwinis Bangalore, to the dais. I also request Dr. Akshay Dwarkanath to join us on the dais. I now request Dr. R. Parthasarthi, Senior Principal Scientist, CSIR IITR, to formally welcome the gathering.
Namaskar, very good morning. Respected dignitaries on the stage and CSIR IITR family members and people who joined online. And very good morning. And it's a great pleasure to welcome you one and all for the 10th IDEA lecture series we are organizing on our Diamond Jubilee as part of our Diamond Jubilee celebrations. Welcome you, sir. Thanks for sparing your time. Now I request our head PME, chairman of Diamond Jubilee Committee, to welcome the guest with their book and flower. Sir, we are really delighted as eminent and the expert in the field to join us for this idea series. And today, all the way coming here and sharing your time with us. And I once again welcome one and all. Our director may join sometime for making his opening remarks. We are waiting for it. Otherwise, like we can begin the program. Otherwise, after your talk, he will give you the remarks. So, once again, thank you. I hope we will have an excellent and enriching session today. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Akshay Dwarkanath to introduce our orator.
Good morning to one and all present in the auditorium. It's actually my privilege to introduce the orator to all of us. But before I make the formal, introduction, I would just like to tell, especially all the young research scholars and project fellows in the audience, Dr. K.S. Rao sir has been a guru, has been a mentor to maybe about 80-90%, if not more, of the regulatory toxicologists in the industry, in the CRO. So you all are getting a chance to listen to a person who has been a guru to maybe your present gurus and your present mentors. Make the most of it. And those of you who can also tell your friends who still haven't made it to the auditorium, we still have another 5-7 minutes before sir actually starts his talk. So please ask them also to join. Yes, Dr. K.S. Rao is a board certified toxicologist with more than 40 years of global experience in safety evaluation. He started his career in 1970, I think much before most of us even here, most of us present in the auditorium were even born. And he started his career at GD Searle and later moved on to Dow Chemicals and Quintiles. After returning to India sometime in early 2000, I think so, 2005 or 6. He was head of toxicology at Edwinis Therapeutics. And that's where I had the opportunity to learn from him. And also at Syngene International, Bangalore. He is an international expert in toxicology assessment of agrochemicals, industrial chemicals, food additives, and nutraceuticals, also medical devices, and is a much sought after person for IND and NDA filing. He has been providing guidance on product development to hundreds of companies across the world, with major emphasis on testing schemes and also on risk assessment. He is an emeritus member of the Society of Toxicology USA and also a recipient of Toxicologist Mentor Award, the first Indian origin toxicologist in the US to have been recognized with this award. He is also the recipient of the Lifetime Toxicologist Achievement Award of our own Society of Toxicology India, STOX. And he has been instrumental in actually bringing the DABT exam to India. DABT, for those of you who don't know, Diplomat of the American Board of Toxicology. Up till 2009, this exam was being conducted either in Southeast Asia or in Europe or the US. So even Indian toxicologists used to go abroad to take the exam. IITR also was fortunate. We had Dr. Deepak Agarwal, who used to be the only DABT certified toxicologist way back. And Sir was instrumental in bringing the DABT exam to India. He has published and presented papers in international journals and conferences, and he is a principal author of more than 500 safety evaluation study reports of various new compounds that are submitted to various regulatory authorities, be it FDA, EPA, EMA, and also the Japanese health and Indian regulatory authorities. I will stop here, not take any more time between all and Sir, and I think it would be nice to listen to him. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. To take the proceedings forward, I am delighted to welcome our orator, Dr. K.C. Rao, to deliver the IITR Diamond-Jubilee Elocution on successful features of preclinical CRO and how India can be a global excellence center.
I can go on.
Partha?
Yeah, yes. Know where it is.
Online journey.
Yes, sir. Ah,
Good morning, sir.
morning, Dr. Rao. I'm sorry I was not being able to be present because of work exigencies. It was not in my hand.
No
I would have
problem.
loved to be there, and thank you very much for agreeing. It's we feel honored that we have someone like you giving addressing my colleagues and other colleagues who are listening across the web as part of our Diamond Jubilee, celebrations. I'm really thankful to you, and maybe, maybe when you're coming for the Earth next time, we'll catch up again in person. Otherwise, I would have been loved to be there. And thank you very much once again. Thank you all. Yeah,
Pleasure.
thank you.
Thank you. Can I have the first slide? Oh, is it? Oh, is it? Just for this. Print this one. Is there a pointer? Yeah. Pointer advanced. That's better. Thank you. Yeah, you got it.
Yes.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It's a pleasure to come to the Mecca of Indian toxicology. Really, this is my 5th or 6th time I have been coming here. And thank you for the invitation for the director and also the associate staff. Dr. Kausar, he has taken big care of all the arrangements, the logistics, everything else. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akshay, for your involvement. Okay, the topic I chose again may not be that interesting for many of you, but I thought that this may be a good to, as a learning experience, what is the landscape of CROs in India and globally? That's very important because a lot of times we get to be involved in our own, within the India, but I want to bring you a perspective that very few would have the global perspective. It's not advancing. Sure. That's right. That's good. Thank you. Oh, good. Again, just I open up my slide here to show all of you know, because I do this for international presentation to show what India is all about. As a multicultural, a very heterogeneous group of individuals, people, individuals, states, everything else, and a lot of culture, very important. Okay, I highlighted the first one. Before 1939, there was no toxicology established at all. The first toxicology lab was established at Dow Chemical Company in 1939. I just underlined, highlighted that. That happens to be my birth year for 1939. Dow Chemical was the first lab. Then immediately soon thereafter, the other laboratory, other companies like Union Carbide, DuPont established toxicology lab. Why is it established? This was the year of the World War II. There was an immense production of the chemical that is required for during the World War. And many of the laboratory companies, these were the top 3 companies which produced the bulk of the almost 80% of the chemicals in the entire world. So a lot of chemical production was happening. The interest there was to protect the workers, because the workers were exposed to the chemical, a lot of chemicals, how we can protect. As a result, they started toxicology lab to establish the acute toxicology. In those days, you want acute exposure to the workers, protect them, and produce material safety data sheet. So later on, many of the drug companies that came into existence, they started their own toxicology lab. So there was no contract research lab